Crystal's back on the hot tub scene, playing with your hormones. She's a love machine, looking fresh.
She's looking live.
Everybody knows she's totally fly. Pam's her mother, Darby's the plumber. A wrench in one hand and a guitar in the other.
Hollywood Hot Tubs 2, Educating Crystal, is a 1996 comedy directed by Kenneth Raich and starring Jewel Shepard, Rem O'Neill, David Tiefen, Patrick Day, Bart Braverman, Martina Castle, Michael Pataki, and J.P. Bumstead. The film opens in a parking lot. I really hope that sign's ironic, because it looks like shit.
I don't know what Audrey really had you doing around here. And, I don't even want to know. But, maybe you could just do half the things you say you're going to do, so, this place doesn't turn into a total joke.
Please don't have her talking like this through the whole movie. It was fine when she was a supporting character, but now she's a subtitle character. Pam arrives, and I guess she had a date with a prince last night. Karen alert!
Either I get reimbursed immediately for this suit, plus at least $300 for the emotional trauma of having to pick out another one, or you ladies can lose your asses in court.
What?
Sure, we'll pay the money, but I gotta have that suit. I mean, I saw one exactly like that at Oogie's on Rodeo for $450. I mean, it's so totally hormonal.
Wow.
And if you would learn the basics of management, you would be able to take over this place in no time. Trust me, Crystal.
Mother!
And Crystal decides she needs to go to school to be a better businesswoman.
I liken it to throwing a quadriplegic in the ocean.
What?
Now, over the next 10 weeks.
I bet this movie feels that long.
Those guys are fucking posers.
Look in the mirror lately?
Burn. There's some road rage and Derek ends up in a cement truck's ass. Mr. Darby shows up for a repair job and everything looks fine. This is seduction. No, she wants him to perform with some band she's representing. Mr. Darcy says nope and leaves. And what the hell is he doing here?
You live in my house. You eat my food and you spend my money. You're the fucking bimbo.
Convenient!
What we're going to do is break up into groups of 2 or 3. And each group will start a real business.
Oh shit, everyone hates these projects.
What if you already have a business, but you don't know how to run it?
You better get yourself a partner with some brain cells.
That's inspiring. Crystal says fuck it and quits.
You just threw away $12.20.
I can't even ship books for $12.20. Jason wants to team up and it turns out he's a financial consultant. So why is he here? It's a limo and here's the prince who stops at Hollywood Hot Tubs to see his lady. Look at this fucking perv. Don't get the wig wet. Jason and Crystal arrive, and is this love at first sight?
After weeks of searching, he'd finally found her. It was like finding that proverbial needle in the haystack. Not even pricking yourself.
Your book will suck.
Somewhere there's a baby being born who's going to save the world. Maybe even cancel the Morton Downey Jr. show.
That's good shit, you punk! Jason suggests that if Crystal wants to be the best, she needs to dress modestly, change her behavior, and her diction. Become a totally different person because this asshole you just met told you to. Mom and the prince romance each other as Crystal stops to talk.
This is Jason. I met him in my business class. He's agreed to help me run this place.
I don't know which version of Crystal's worse. It doesn't matter because Crystal's being pushed out of her job with plans to franchise Hollywood Hot Tubs.
Your mother is graciously consenting to allow me to assist her in taking the company public.
This sounds a bit sketch.
Business is no place for a woman.
That's sexist.
No, I'm sorry. I misspoke myself. I meant for a girl. Business is no place for a little girl.
That's not any less sexist. Crystal ends up apologizing, but it goes nowhere, so let's move on.
Hardy!
I'll be out in a few minutes. Just hang in there.
Honey? This guy really gets in a character to write.
Oh, Mom called to see if we were still alive. She said the rent check's in the mail.
Oh, they're siblings.
The drifter walked into the bar with libidinous purpose. Like a pot of gold, she waited at the end of his rainbow.
It sounds like shit.
So he waited patiently, plotting his next move. Then she arrived in a whirlwind of post-pubescent passion.
Post-pubescent?
It's 8:20.
Yeah.
Now that gives you 10 whole minutes to find it. Now it's gonna be close, but you really strike me as a clutch player, so go get him, will you, Slick?
Jason is an asshole.
Many people know this, but aside from being unfathomably intelligent and charming, I have a triple black belt in karate.
No, you don't.
Hey, yo, watch the hands!
You like totally saved my life.
Oh, shucks.
Really? I mean, I'd have done the same thing, but...
Yeah, my denim slowed me down. Gary gets chewed out and they go to meet the prince's cousin. And their scam is revealed.
The company must become joint property. Once you do this and the stock is trading, I will have my lawyer prepare a buyout agreement which you will sign.
Let's return to this plot.
I'm not leaving until I see the old font.
And I thought I told you to watch your language. Now, if I were you, I'd keep your mouth shut and get the hell out of here.
And he loses his clothes. We're at the mall, and you know what that means. Montage! They get in a limo and discuss what Gary just heard. The tape gets trashed, and the goal of the film is now to stop the marriage between Pam and the prince. Crystal reveals the plan, and nope, she's marrying the prince anyway.
Everything's gonna be fine, Chris. Trust me.
Trust you? Why should I trust you? You don't even trust me.
You're as cold as ice.
Darby gets called back to this house, and there is an actual problem. So she's dead? She's okay! There's another cell.
There's a whole new generation of kids out there who've never seen you. Think about that. They don't know what rock and roll is.
And she's still denied.
Oh my God, what happened?
I guess your mother told Ahmed about our conversation
wait
the
a
other
minute,
day.
time out.
But you still have the limo.
Come on, I'll quit tomorrow, and that'll be that.
Wait a minute. You mean they tried to kill you, but they didn't fire you yet?
No, I convinced Nabeev that it was all a big mistake.
Wait a minute, they beat his ass and he still works there?
Point is to stop my mother from making the biggest mistake of her life.
I think Chris is right here.
Well, yeah, of course you do. You want to get in her pants, Beeve.
Triggered. Crystal goes to Gary's place and here, let me comfort you. No, they start sucking face and then they get it on. It's concert time and Darby will probably show up. Yep. Gary and Crystal come up with a plan that includes his sister probably naked. Close.
Well?
There isn't a man on earth who could resist that.
Does that include you too? Hardy meets with the prince and gets ushered to a private room where pictures are taken.
Maybe I better go to the little girl's room just for a moment to catch my breath.
The little girl's room, yes.
Just piss in the hot tub. Hell, it's probably 35% urine already. They steal his clothes and then pull the fire alarm. That's the second time they've used the stolen clothes gag in this film. Crystal and Jason make up with him showing some jealousy, and she just laughs at him.
On the cheek? After all I did for you, the cheek?
Jesus, buddy, you want a blowjob or something? It's the wedding day, so we have to fuck up the plan.
Pull over.
Oh no. Holy shit! Is his plan to kill Gary? Wow, this looks like a beautifully cheap ceremony.
It's time for me to move on.
Move on, mister. It's time for you to move up. We gotta get your 100 Shimolas invested and start working up some serious interest. What do you say?
Pressing issues, bub. Gary gets free and they have to hit the typical dramatic beats.
What pictures are you talking about? Crystal, what exactly is going on here?
That's actually pretty good. The plan is revealed and Darby offers the use of money from the gig to continue franchising Hollywood Hot Tubs.
Stuff it, you turbaned twit.
That's racist. A pie fight! This movie may win cliche bingo!
I'd come up with the perfect title for my novel. Educating Crystal.
Fuck you! The original Hollywood Hot Tubs was bad. This one is even worse, and it's 5 years too late. None of the plots really gel together, and do we need the whole Darby musician courting storyline? It's a bunch of padding that could have been scaled down to a 5-minute thing like, yeah, I used to be a musician, here, I'll put the money up. Cut out the equally useless school storyline, other than being part of the title, and you got a movie that's about an hour. Not that cutting 40 minutes out of the runtime would have helped anything.
Regular footlong.
Regular footlong.